Hey guys, so today's video is going to be the first self-love tip on this channel, and I hope that you guys learn something from this video and also, maybe potentially incorporate it into your life. So let's get started. So in today's video, we are going to discuss affirmations, but specifically positive affirmations. And so first we need to define what an affirmation is. So an affirmation is really anything that you say or think. I think that we've all heard the phrase that words have power. Whatever you are saying, you are basically affirming into your life. So if you typically have a more negative perspective on things, then you are going to attract more negative things into your life. And on the opposite side, if you have more positive thoughts, then you are going to attract more positivity into your life. The key to having affirmations work for you in your life is to actually say them out loud, repeat them on a daily basis. So if that means that you're doing it every single morning when you first get up, or whether you're doing it at night right before going to sleep, or both times during the day, you want to make sure that you are doing it on a consistent basis. Because what those affirmations are doing, they are actually going to reprogram your mind. They've been very, very beneficial in my personal life. While incorporating them, I feel like I am seeking out more positive things and seeing more positive things come into fruition in my life just by saying these affirmations. So today I'm going to give you guys some tips as to how you can incorporate affirmations into your life, because I understand that it can be kind of difficult sometimes sitting down and thinking about how to best use these practices and these tips. And so I think that having more of an understanding as to the variety of ways you can use affirmations will help you better choose which one suits you and your lifestyle. So one way that's very simple is taking Post-it notes, and let's ignore the fact that this is a little bit raggedy, So these have been in my purse for quite some time, so it's a little raggedy. But Post-it notes and a pen. That's it. These are the basic tools required for you to get started with this. Now, how I like to do this is really just write out the affirmation on the Post-it. So we're going to start with something simple, and this is actually one of the affirmations that I use on a daily basis. So let me write it out, guys. So it just says, I am worthy. This is one that I started out using at the very beginning when I first started incorporating affirmations into my daily life. And the reason why I chose this one is because, I had a lot of thoughts of, worthlessness and just not feeling good enough in a variety of different aspects of my life. And so I wanted to remind myself that on a daily basis, I am worthy. So this is something that I like to repeat. And so what you can do with this sticky note is you can put it anywhere. And so wherever you are going often, whether that is the bathroom, which, let's be real, we all use the restroom, or, your car, or somewhere on the wall near where you get ready every single morning, you want to make sure that you're putting this somewhere where you're going to see it. And every time you see it, you want to repeat it. Now, that can be once, that can be twice, that can be 5 times, whatever you feel is best for you, but you want to make sure that you're saying it out loud. Another way to use affirmations is to use an app that actually records your affirmations. There's several apps out there available. The one that I like to use is called Think Up. Now, the great thing about Think Up is that there are actually affirmations already available there that you can pick and choose from, or you could actually record your own. So whether you're having issues in regards to relationships, you're having issues with your health, or you're having issues with your family, whatever the case may be, you can actually write in your own specific affirmations that pertain to whatever you want to program into your mind, or you could use the ones that are already there. So I love using that app, and once you actually choose the affirmations, you then record it, and so you record the affirmation, and then you're able to play out those affirmations in a loop. So you can hear yourself saying these affirmations. And what I do is I listen to the loop, with my affirmations, and on it every single day, every single morning as I'm getting ready. And as I listen, I then repeat back. So I'm hearing myself say it, then I repeat it back to myself again. So it's kind of like it's going in, I'm saying it, I'm hearing it again. I mean, I just want to make sure that that I'm fully hearing the affirmation and saying the affirmation as well. And that's been really, really helpful for me. Now, another way that you can use affirmations is by writing them out. So, if you can't in the moment say an affirmation out loud, because maybe you might be in a place where you're not alone, where you're out in public and there are several people around you and you feel kind of awkward just saying affirmation out loud, you can always write it somewhere. And so I like to kind of carry with me, whether that's a little journal or with a pen, and so I can just write down affirmations, just repeat them kind of to myself in my head, not necessarily say them out loud, but still do that repetition, just more internally. Well, how do you structure affirmations? Like how do we actually come up with the affirmations? I think is important to figure out before diving into it. And so what you want to do is you want to pick something that is, first of all, short, not anything that's really complex and has multiple parts. It's you want a short, easy sentence that you're going to remember. Now, typically with the affirmations as well, they start with I am, because you want to make sure that you're affirming something about yourself. So I am beautiful, I am strong, I am confident, I am capable of anything I put my mind to. You want to make sure that it's in present tense, so that your mind already feels as if you are currently that thing that you're affirming. So instead of saying I was or I will be, you want to say I am that thing. So once you have the I down, you have the am, then we have to figure out what those things are specifically that you're trying to affirm. So it really depends on what specific area of your life that you want to focus on. So whether that's your physical fitness, whether that is your mental health or your relationships, you want to pick different affirmations for different parts of your life. And the way that I went about it was I just thought of the things that I was struggling with the most, and for me that was my confidence and self-esteem, and also with depression. And so I thought about the things that came to me first when I would think about myself and my current situation, and those things were negative because I was in a negative space. So I wrote down all of those negative thoughts that came to my mind when I thought about myself and my current situation. And then what I did is I actually took those negative phrases and I came up with the opposite positive phrases that kind of counteracted those negative thoughts. And so what that did for me is that it took the exact things, the things that I was telling myself that were negative, I took those things and I converted them to positive thoughts, so that I was helping my subconscious mind change those negative, ingrained, deep-rooted thoughts about myself to positive things. And so that's how I started. And you can do the same thing where you're listing out just how you feel about yourself right now and the thoughts that come to your mind immediately when you think about yourself, and then just completely reversing them and into the positive opposite of those thoughts. Definitely start with maybe 5 to 10 affirmations at the beginning instead of doing 15, 20, because you want to keep it small and easy when you're first starting until you get the hang of things and it becomes more immediate and direct. So definitely starting small was very, very helpful, because it can be overwhelming, guys. Like, it can be so overwhelming, especially when you're used to the negativity and it's something that you've been dealing with for a long time. telling yourself positive things, it's not easy. It's something you really do have to work on, and it becomes easier with practice and with time. Like, I remember the first time that I was doing it, and it was actually, you know, while I was in a counseling session, and my counselor asked me to repeat back some positive affirmations, and I struggled. Like, I was like, what? I don't believe this. Like, this is not true. Like, I feel weird saying it, because it felt weird, because it was something that I wasn't used to telling myself. And so saying these things out loud, like, I felt like I was being hypocritical in a way, and I wasn't being real with myself, and like I was lying to myself. And you will feel that, especially at the beginning. But with time and like with repetition and daily practice, you will actually start to believe these things, and you'll start to see how these positive thoughts and words and affirmations actually help you see your life in general as more positive, and you can start to actually accomplish some of the things that you want to accomplish, because you have such a much more positive idea of who you are. Because at the end of the day, it all starts from within. If you are constantly feeding yourself with negativity, you're reading things that are negative, you're saying things that are negative, you're surrounding yourself with negative people, then guess what? Like, you're going to continue to stay in that negativity. You're going to continue to receive negativity. You're going to continue to see negativity, because that's all you're surrounding yourself with. But, you know, on the opposite side of things, if you are feeding yourself with positivity, if you are reading positive things, if you are saying positive things, if you are surrounding yourself with positive people, then you're only going to continue to go, you know, head towards more positive life, and you're going to continue to receive, you know, positive results from your actions. And it's something that maybe at the beginning it's going to take time to get there, but with that practice, with that persistence, you will be able to see the results of this, and it can be life-changing. It really can be. So do give it a try. Let me know how it goes for you, and you know, don't give up, especially if it's hard at the beginning.